Assalamu alaikum children. This is continuation of the lesson 9 Prophets of Allah, page 21. Let's study the story of Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam. I'll read the book. The next important prophet after Nuh alayhi salam was Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam. While he was preaching to the people about Allah, many people got angry with him. King Namrud was a wicked king at this time, and he wanted to destroy Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam. So he made a large fire and threw Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam into it. He did not get burned as Allah ordered the fire to be cool. Allah saved Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam. He married Hajara alayhi salam and had a son called Ismail alayhi salam. He too became a prophet. So there lived a king called Namrud. He was a very powerful king, and he told the people to worship him as their lord. Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam's mother gave birth in a cave in the woods. So now he's all grown up, and he had an uncle who make idols from stones. Almighty Allah sent Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam to guide two people to the right path. Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam would talk to the idol worshippers about the day of judgment and how people would rise from the dead. Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam believed Allah could do this, but he wanted to see it with his own eyes. So the story is narrated in the Holy Quran. Allah told Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam to catch hold of 4 birds, cut them up into little pieces, mix their flesh together, divide them into 4 parts, put each on top of a mountain, and then call each one of them, so that by the Allah's will each one of them come to life again. So Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam did exactly what Allah told him to do, and surely the birds came to life and flew back to Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam. After witnessing this great power of Allah, Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam's heart was even more convinced. So Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam started to preach Islam more. First he asked his uncle to worship only Allah, but his uncle became very angry and he refused. But also he continued to show people how foolish it was to worship idols. There is an incident described where Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam showed the people the helplessness of the idols. Every year, so this is a story. So every year, the people and Namrud used to celebrate a festival. So it was held outside the town. Prophet Ibrahim alayhis salam took advantage of this situation and stayed behind. He went to the temple where all the idols were kept. Then he took an axe and started breaking all the idols after idols. Soon he had broken all the idols except one big idol. Prophet Ibrahim alayhis salam did not break one big idol because it was a part of his plan to give people a lesson. When people returned to the town and found their gods lying broken, found the idols lying broken, they became very angry. Since they know Prophet Ibrahim alayhis salam was against idol worshipping, they bought him and asked whether he broke the idols. Prophet Ibrahim alayhis salam simply pointed to the big idol and said, "It must have been the big idol. Why don't you ask him about it instead?" Now the people knew the idol could not speak, right? So they felt quite embarrassed. However, instead of listening to Prophet Ibrahim alayhis salam, the people started shouting, "Burn him alive, burn him alive." Namrud decided to burn him down. They made a huge bonfire. When Prophet Ibrahim alayhis salam was finally falling into the fire, Angel Jibril asked him whether he needed any help from Allah. Okay, but Prophet Ibrahim alayhis salam replied, "Let Allah do what is to be done. So, as the chosen friend of Allah, Prophet Ibrahim alayhi put his trust in Allah. By the miracle of Allah, the fire became cool and harmless for Prophet Ibrahim alayhi. Namrud and his people watched in amazement and they were shocked as Prophet Ibrahim alayhi sat calmly and comfortably in the middle of the fire. So I'll read the book again. Owing to the baby Ismail alayhi salam, the spring of Zamzam water came out. The mother was looking for water for her son and she ran 7 times between the two hills Safa and Marwa. But she did not get water. Later, when she saw the water near the baby, and this water was called Zamzam water. Prophet Ibrahim alayhi had a son named Sarah. She didn't have any children. So Prophet Ibrahim alayhi married Hajar alayhi and she was blessed with a baby boy. And his name is Ismail alayhi. So when Ismail alayhi was born, Prophet Ibrahim alayhi was very kind and very overjoyed and spent his all the time for look after the baby, the Ismail alayhi salam. So he was very loving and caring for his son. So Sarah became a little sad because she did not have any children. So Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam asked for Allah's help and Allah ordered him to take Hajara and her son Ismail away to far away place. So as this was a command of Allah, Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam took Hajara and Ismail alayhi salam on a long journey. They stopped in a valley between two hills. This was later to be known as Mecca. There was nothing but sand and stones and hills everywhere. Allah ordered Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam to leave them there and to return alone. It was not easy, but Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam obeyed Allah's command and left. So Hajara alayhi salam had learned how to trust and depend on Allah and was confident she would be fine. Soon the food and water ran out, so they didn't have any water. But Prophet Ismail alayhi salam started crying because of hunger. Hajara alayhi salam looked at the hill of Marwa and she saw mirage of water on the hill. She ran to the Marwa but she found no water. Then the opposite side of hill, that is Safa. So she found some water there but she ran to the Safa but still there was no water either. She ran back and forth between the hills 7 times before she returned, but she returned sad and tired to her son. Just then Prophet Ismail kicked his heel on the ground and suddenly water started gushing out. This was a miracle of Allah, later known as the well of Zamzam. The stream attracted many birds and plants. Allah, by His generosity, had provided food and water to Hajara and Prophet Ismail alayhi salam. Year by year, the flow of water attracted more and more people to come and settle there. Soon it became a flourishing town. Prophet Ismail alayhi salam grew up here and to be young boy. He was 13 when Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam went to visit him. The visit one night, Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam had a dream that he was sacrificing his beloved son for Allah. He was a little bit confused. On the next day also he had the same dream again. So this time he was sure that this was a command from Allah. So Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam told Prophet Ismail alayhi salam about the dream. Showing great faith and loyalty to Allah, Prophet Ismail alayhi salam asked his father to carry out Allah's command. So Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam was already prepared to obey Allah's command because his loyalty to Allah was even stronger than his great love for his son. So Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam and his son set off to a place called Mina to carry out Allah's order. So when they are going, when they were carrying out the command, there were some they met some man who asked them where are they going. But Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam knew at once that this man was Iblis in disguise. So both father and son picked up the stones and threw them through that man until they got rid of him. Okay, so this the stone they stoned this man uh, until they stone this man until they carry out this plan. Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam and Prophet Ismail alayhi salam had faced Iblis 3 times on their way to Mina, but yet they were able to stay on the right path. Okay, this was one of the many tests which they had successfully passed. Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam and Prophet Ismail alayhi salam finally arrived Mina. Prophet Ismail alayhi salam told his father to blindfold him so that he would not suffer any pain looking at his son's throat being cut off. So he told to cover his eyes so that he will not suffer from pain that his son's head is going to cut off. So Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam prayed to Allah, and with his blindfolded on he cut the throat of his sacrifice. So when Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam opened the blindfold, he saw his son Ismail standing at a distance smiling. Then what did he salter? It was a sheep. This was the miracle of Allah. Allah saved Prophet Ismail alayhi salam and blessed the family of Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam. The celebration of the sacrifice is known as Eidul Adha. You all know, right? So Allah made the actions of Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam, Hajara alayhi salam, and Prophet Ismail alayhi salam, all his family's action as a wajib for all Muslims. Thus, when we go to Hajj, if we go to Hajj, we walk between Safa and Marwa 7 times, just as Hajara alayhi salam did. In Mina, we stone 3 pillars that represent Iblis, who tried to stop Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam and Ismail alayhi salam from carrying out the command of Allah. And also in Mina, we kill a sheep in a memory of Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam and Ismail alayhi salam's sacrifice. Later on in life, Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam and Ismail alayhi salam built the Kaaba as commanded by Allah. Now, you all have this exercise on page number exercise on the same page. So you all have to do that. So we have learned the story of Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam. I have given question in this story, in Ibrahim alayhi salam story also. Hope you all understood. Assalamu alaikum.